I hope you're drinking enough water, getting enough rest, and doing your best to let shit go, both figuratively and literally. If you're new here, hi. My name is Nicole. I am the mom and shaman, and this is a video diary slash mini whatever, talking about some of the some of the things that I am doing to observe intermittent fasting. Use my creativity to use what I have to make it go further. In the desire to educate you, entertain you, and also make you think about the things that you do and the reason behind it. I'm so like, yeah, it is a beautiful day today. I've been outside to have my deep breaths in the morning and appreciate the trees and chat with them for a little bit, expressing my gratitude. Now, and I like to look at the trees and have you ever like just took some time to like just look at the bark on the tree? How it looks, well, the ones that I was looking at today, it looks like it just, the tree is just, as the tree expanded, that's just the way that the bark like cracked. And I was just like, man, like I wonder, well, I'm sure they make sounds when they grow or what have you. It's just that, I wondered if trees screamed, to be honest with you. So it's just like, yeah, and don't don't know, and I'm not quite sure if I want to know, because if they cheer, I've heard them cheer before. So if they cheer, they must scream. Oh, that's disturbing. But anyway. So yeah, Colon Chronicles 2023 is continuing as I'm recording this for you. Today is the beautiful February 15th of 2023. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I just decided that was going to be. I didn't even look for a Valentine this year. I mean, I have so much love in my life, like all the time. There's no one person that just kind of like, you're my girlfriend kind of thing. Like, I have plenty of people who love on me and express their appreciation verbally or what have you. But that's a blessing, to be sure. I'm like, that's not enough. It is not enough for me, because like, yeah, I want that teamwork and camaraderie. So part of what I've been doing this year is kind of leaving the house and doing things, to interact with other human beings. And the thing that I like appreciate is, I think, just the fact that humans take for granted the presence of other humans, like that, like they're supposed to be whatever. And like, I remember hearing a lecture talking about, if you would just be different, then I could be better or whatever. And it's just like, why expect anyone to change for you? But change how you look at them, and then you'll see like things completely differently. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, was like a perspective, and I have like a little bit of a lesson within that too. So if you can't get the perspective message, you'll get this applicable message from what I'm going to teach you today. So during the course of intermittent fasting, the rules, you can create your own rules for intermittent fasting. You can create your own rules for fasting, because it is about more about exercising self-discipline, and then as you use that self-discipline time, you use it to train yourself. Look inside, meditate, prayer, grounding, all the things that like go together to help make you like a whole person. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to play with food. But if I'm fasting, I'm not cooking that much. And I've been working towards like a heavier plant-based diet, and eating less meat for a couple of reasons. First being that meat is expensive. Two, meat makes me sleepy. And with the just the understanding of energy that I do or whatever. I mean, I pray over my food. I just feel like a long time, probably longer than I need to. I just, you know, but yeah. So, and I find that when I eat more fruits and vegetables, more whole food, I've been eating out of my pantry because, like, yeah, I have it. So that's a way for me to express my creativity. So I made some chili, and it was so funny because um, I pulled out like 9 cans, and I'm just cooking for myself, so I ended up like cutting back the amount, and I'm glad I did. It was good. I have enough to make a different kind of chili or whatever, but I think um, I'm either gonna make. I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I was thinking about making some falafel. I looked up a recipe, and I have all the ingredients to do that right here. I think, with the exception of like enough oil to deep fry something, but I have enough to pan fry it, so we'll just go from there. But um, at any rate, it gives me the opportunity to put more thought into the food that I am having because it's an occurrence of the day. I mean, and less thought into the other fruit because if it's whole food, I don't have to think about cooking it and wash it or whatever. Like if it's fruit, I peel it and whatnot, and yeah. So this is an orange, but it tastes like, and I say that this tastes like because even though it's not open, this is similar to another orange that I had that had a dark, another lemon that I had that had a darker skin like an orange. And when I tried it, it was still tart like a lemon, but had like kind of undertones of orange to it. So I was like, okay, this may have been like an inadvertent crossbreed between an orange and a lemon. Ooh, new fruit. And I ate it like an orange, like outside. It was really juicy, and I took one of the seeds and I put it in a little pot. And I was like, okay, I have some soil from a plant that I got that died. And I mean, I do need some help with how to nurture plants. Because, like, yeah, I know that it's patience, right? It's patience. But at any rate, so I like to drink juice to keep my food interesting. And but I use the food that I get from the food pantry because I go to the food pantry once or twice a month, and then I may supplement some things like from the grocery store. But my overall food budget currently is minimal, maybe $80 in a month, 100, and that is just talking about groceries, and that might even be eating out because I have not been eating out, but as I'm going to try different restaurants, I'm more intentional about where I spend my money. So I've decided I'm going to visit a local restaurant as opposed to just visiting a chain store. Granted, you know, if you like your local chain store, go there by all means, but treat the person that serves you the food with some respect and kindness. Do something. Say something, be a nice person because that person is helping you receive your food. So, like, yeah, I understand that if you're hungry and the line is long, but being rude doesn't make it any longer and it doesn't make the job of the person that you're talking to any easier. Tangent, okay. Moving on. So, I like to, with my intermittent fasting, like to start my day with warm liquids and room temperature. And this is like lemon water. There's no sweetener in here. I'm just recycling this bottle. But, so yeah. So good. Now, the way that I made this lemon juice is I sliced some lemons, I boiled some water, and I put it into the pitcher of the blender. Now I let everything sit in the blender until the water got cool, and then I blended everything up nice and smooth. And I don't have the pulp because I used that, and I'm going to tell you how I used that, which is pretty interesting. Strained out the pulp and set it in, no, I didn't straight out the pulp. After it was blended, I put it in a jar like this and made sure that it was full all the way up to the top. And I put this in the refrigerator. Let that sit overnight. Then the next day, so that gave the water some time to leach out some of the oils and stuff in the lemon peel, because there is essential oils and vitamin C in the lemon peel as well. And a lot of times that's something that we throw away. You'd be surprised like how much nutrients you can attain by eating the skin of your fruit. Just give it a good scrub, of course, and yeah, just know that it's in there for you. And so yes, then after I strain the pulp out, I put it into a jar like this, so it's concentrated. So the amount of lemon that's in here is maybe like 2 shots of this. This is a pretty heavy dose of lemon today because I wanted to finish emptying this bottle. But so yeah, that is like a really time-consuming way to make lemon juice, but you can turn a $15 lemon into a $5 bottle of lemon juice and use it for your tea and whatnot. You can use it to flavor your water. Another thing that I did this week and that I have done in the past is I make my own like tea concentrate. So this is my ooh, you know what that is, right? No, it's my concentrated hibiscus tea. So I have loose hibiscus tea leaves, and I put about a half cup of them into a pot of water with just about 3 quarts of water, not quite a gallon. And I will boil that nice and strong, let it steep, and then strain out the tea leaves and put it into a jug like this. That is like super concentrated, so all I need to do in the morning to make a cup of tea, because I don't like the same thing in the morning to drink, so this gives me some variety. I can go between just hot lemon water, I can make some lemon hibiscus tea. What I made this morning is lemon hibiscus tea. And one thing that I like to do to sweeten is I'll take my clean spoon and I'll just dip it into the honey and then kind of turn it till it stops, and then put it in there, and like that's as much honey as I need. That way I'm not like, I feel like I use less that way, or I don't use as much as I would if I did it any other way. So, and anyway, and it's fun because I feel like I'm playing with the food, and so I get to appreciate it. Yeah. The hibiscus tea has like a very distinctive red color, and red is for blood, and it's good for your heart. I understand that it is helpful like with hypertension or whatever. This is not medical advice. This is just my understanding. What you choose to do with it is entirely up to you. I'm just sharing with you my knowledge. Okay? Alright. I do not am not now or have I been medically or trained in any of these. Is just stuff that I do. So I did, the basis of this is from advice that I did receive from a medical professional, but just what I chose to do with it is, you know, entirely like on me or what have you. So between when I stop, I don't have a cutoff on when I stop eating. I do recognize that I need to make sure that I've had like more time between when I eat and when I go to sleep, because I feel like my sleep hasn't been restful. But last night, man, I tell you, I slept good. I slept so good. So, because I had a good day yesterday. The sun was out. I went outside to sit in the sun and just be. I wanted to work on some writing that's been like percolating in my brain and whatnot. I'm going to do that some after I finish recording this. Um, so yeah, and my son called me. Unfortunately, he wasn't feeling well, so he asked me to pick him up from school. So I did, and when I got there, I was just like, oh man, I was not ready for public view, but all right, we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, yeah, I will go somewhere looking some kind of way and just carry myself with a level of confidence that just says, yeah, I'm meant to do this or whatever. Not like, it's alright. So, at any rate, picked him up and we spent some time together talking and whatnot. So, it was nice. I appreciate the relationship that I have with him, and it's kind of like a model for the relationships that I intend to form like in the future overhead, which is honest. It's open, playful, encouraging, you know what I'm saying? All the things that one would want to have, and it's just relatively detached. Like, you know, he doesn't like to hear no from me, so he only calls me when he knows he's gonna get a yes. So, and it's just like, funny. But so yeah, he shared some like ribs and chicken with me. They had food the weekend or whatever, and I did not watch the big fancy football game. But I think, but he, the reason I mentioned that because he went to his girlfriend's grandmother's house, so just like, okay, he's meeting folks' family. All right, he's 16. So yeah, and it's wild to think that my offspring is interacting with other the other human beings out in the world now. So, but yeah, and then of course had responded to a myriad of happy day texts or whatever Tuesdays, and I came home and did a couple of TikToks and just relaxed. Then I took his other mom to the store, and I needed to get some antifreeze for my car, which has been like overheating, and it just sounds like it's running rough. So I need to barter and trade my way into some vehicle repairs or what have you. I think that I'm gonna give that a shot. We'll see. Hey, all we can do is try, right? So. Whew. Okay. So. Do 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 da da da. Okay. I got these interesting Rebel Oracle cards, just like one-liners. What does the universe want you to know right now? See, shit is going down with your job. Okay. And it says reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Okay. So yeah, thank you for reminding me. So one of the things that I need to get ready to do is get prepared for a cuddle session or what have you. How do I prepare for a cuddle session? Grounding. That's what I did yesterday. Meditating, making sure that I take care of my personal hygiene, wash my face, brush my teeth. With the client, if I have I talk to them about perfumes or what have you, and just yeah, to smell very. I kind of like to smell like something, just earthy or whatever. But yeah, I went to a meetup. That's one thing. Like yeah, going to meet new people and yeah, it was just really nice to like be around people and listen to conversations and crack jokes and tell stories. So, and then promoting myself as a professional cuddler, which is interesting. It's like I'm such a very loving person that I feel like sometimes I bring out the best or worst in someone depending upon how they feel about themselves. And the thing for me to remember, and that I want to remind you to remember, is that, like, yeah, how you feel about a situation changes you, not the situation. So learn to look at things differently, like, especially your frustrations. When you love yourself unconditionally, you can forgive yourself for loving someone that could not love you the way that made you feel appreciated. So you can forgive them for not knowing how to love you, forgive yourself for not knowing how to communicate your desires, and then you can learn. You can learn to love yourself and forgive. So as you forgive, you can let go of the past, and when you let go, it allows you to open up to receive what's meant for you in the future. Because you're worthy of love, appreciation, all the good things. For someone's face to smile, to light up when they see your smile, or for someone to want to see a smile on your face. Know that wherever you are, you're in the right place to be yourself, to be loving. And if you're not feeling so loving, to learn to express that in a productive way. Because life has good and bad in it, and it's not. That's part of the life experience. To decide for yourself what is good, what is bad. Reminding yourself that you're good, you're inherently good. When you want to know more, you can seek out that knowledge, but learn yourself. Learn who you are. There's so many things that make you great and wonderful and worthy of love and lovable, even in your anxiety, even through your depression, even through the things that you judge about yourself, that there is somebody out there that would absolutely love. One of my favorite expressions that I heard someone say one time was like, you have not met all of the people that will love you. Like, yeah, not everybody's gonna feel the way about you that you think they ought to, but dang it, that's the way life is. Sometimes you don't think as highly of yourself as you ought to. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay to think highly of yourself. Thinking highly of yourself does not mean that you need to look down on anybody else, or that you are looking down on anyone else. Because you love yourself, and all of your being, I want to say goofiness, shadiness, pettiness, or whatever, like all of the parts of you that make you who you are. And I am looking forward to the day when I can say that, like, yeah, I love my whole being. I do. I feel upset with myself for, like, letting myself go and gaining weight and my health becoming an issue, but they, like a person's health is their wealth. So if it costs you your peace or your health, like, it is not worth it. So if we take little steps today, and they'll be making bigger steps tomorrow, we'll get our fundamentals together and we'll learn some things. There was something that I wanted to read to you over here. Okay, thank you. Let's have our dance break here. Oh boy. Stretch. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, just as I was pressing record, well, I don't know. I felt like a tightness and on my back. That's part of the reason why I feel the need to like wiggle, because I'm trying to get the wiggles up. So, let's see. There is. So I have a few sets of oracle cards, and these are like by far my favorite, the Rumi oracle cards. And on both of the decks yesterday, I pulled the same number 25. So, in my numerology system, by whatever, the numerology system that I use to do intimacy and the experiences that you have in life that help you see into yourself. By gratitude is the attitude. Make the call to be grateful for all, even the bullshit. It's just fertilizer to make you wiser. So you can choose gratitude as your attitude. 5 and 2 is 7, and 7 is we create heaven or hell by our choices. Choose to be at peace. When you think you ought not to, when you do that, you are overriding your bad prior programming, because you just understand what you can control and what you can't. And the only thing you can control is your breath. You can't control anyone else. And I've often observed, particularly within myself and other people, that when we feel out of control in one area of our life, we want to exert control in another, or what have you. And that I'm still learning to ask for and receive help. So, like, as I learn and grow and like interact with people, I don't know, I feel more apt to give and just give. Like, I feel it's easier for me to give without expectation of return. It is getting easier. Now, I will admit a lot of my frustrations have come from uncommunicated, unmet expectations. So it's just like, I expect you, because I tend to, okay, if I follow your lead, you give me good, I give you good, or what have you, and whatnot. You give me crap, I'm gonna give you more crap, because I give better than I can get. I get better than I get. So, by the time I double down or whatever, I'm like, yeah, It's just renewing of the spirit as you grow and learn to like let shit go that doesn't matter and focus more on what matters, which is love, loving yourself, loving other people, not allowing or accepting, just acknowledging that for you, you can't control anybody but you. So just do your best to lead by example. So number 25 in this beautiful, beautiful deck, here is the art. Is beyond the threshold of fear. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Feel for thoughts or phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. I'm not sure why that got louder. How I celebrate for you. After so long away from home, you are finally returning. Beyond the threshold of fear, you dispense with your doubts, hesitations, cautions, and tentativeness. They are old friends with whom you no longer have anything in common. Goodbye, old friends. I wish you well, you say, whilst turning your face to the burgeoning light of a new and yet ancient world. You are visiting as though for the first time, and yet somehow also remember deep in your sacred heart. Finally, we can sit together in the charming courtyard at home. We shall tell our tales of adventure and laugh, and will dance and sing. Eventually, day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet, our mouths gaping open in awe and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. So after so long, you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconditionally sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken the delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and a half step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one. The fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead. Much more satisfying. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hands by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are really ready for victory and, yes, to rest and recover from the effort. Rest now before a new adventure begins from a completely different state of being. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear. Whether it seems to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances that held you back from taking the steps you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind might now have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving tender, reassuring, and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it's becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling still at times, perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed by your heart instead. So give your mind the memo. Get used to the new way and take steps. Test your legs. You'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Take your wings. Trust is one, daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents. Purpose built for soaring to great heights. Trust in your vision. Without the murky filter of fear, it is sharp and clear. You can see what is meant for you, what is true for you, what is beckoning you forward. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore, just life. Living free and clear. I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together. Let's play. I was like, this I don't think I read this card yesterday. Oh no, it was 26 that I read yesterday. I'm just like, this seems unfamiliar. This is very encouraging to me. I hope it's encouragement to you. So the sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands at your belly and say, with the aid of Rumi, who loves me without condition, and the loving grace of Mother Earth, I lay down all old fear that no longer serves my great soul purpose. I release it now with complete forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. Be at peace, old fear. Thank you for your teaching. Returning to the Earth Mother now, I no longer bind you to me. Slowly and purposely move your hands from your belly towards the earth, as if taking the fear from your body and dropping it with reverence into the receiving earth at your feet. Repeat the movement 3 times, or for however long feels necessary. You may also like to repeat that movement with your hands, moving from your heart down towards the earth, and then from your head sweeping gently down to the earth. When you are ready, say, through the grace of Rumi, fear is replaced with wisdom. I am gently, powerfully restored to my inherent divine radiance, ready to live my life with love, filled with trust, patience, boldness, and tender affection. So be it. You have finished your honoring ritual. So that was beyond the threshold of fear. So let's take a moment to look at the art here. I appreciate the abstractness of it. It looks like, you know, the figures moving forward, that their chin is kind of held up towards the light, and the darkness is kind of fading away, which is great. And that's that's so resonant with my meditations this morning. Like okay, this yeah. Whew. That is delicious. All right. So we're gonna close this on out now. Hope that was helpful to you. If you can give me a comment down below, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, and share. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, the link will be in the description. As a professional cuddler, I do have a couple of profiles and links to those. I have a link tree in the description, a link tree in the description, and that way you can go through the site to book a cuddle session with me, and then we can communicate through there. Also connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I do have merch coming. I'm in the process of doing that, so thank you so much to my contributors and supporters. Your gifts, both spiritually, mentally, and financially, help keep me going, and I am grateful for that. If you would like to contribute and or donate, make a love offering, you're more than welcome to do that. The link is in the description. So, again, my name is Nicole. My friends call me Chloe. I am the Mom and Shaman, and this has been a little time, our time together. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Stay tuned. And yeah, know that you're beautiful, you're sexy, amazing, and your butt looks nice. You have a beautiful day or night.